On today's show, we visit Spencer Pierce Farm in Newbury for an annual winter tradition that brings out the whole community and raises money for a good cause.
And we sit down with two recent Triton grads who will be featured on a television show this month as they compete for a large cash prize in a dream job opportunity.
These stories and more on this episode of VTV.
According to statistics, there are approximately 350 million Christmas trees currently being grown on farms across the U.S., and it takes nearly 7 years to grow each of those before they are harvested.
And on average, 30 million of those trees are sold every year to be decorated in homes for the holidays. But what happens to your tree after it dries up and it's thrown out?
If we do it right, most are fed into a wood chipper and repackaged as mulch. Some become fuel, burned up in waste-to-energy plants, and others decompose in landfills.
But here in Newbury, those Christmas trees bring the community together for post-holiday fun and help raise support for a good cause. Here's Cam Howe with that story.
Hi, I'm Cam Howe reporting from the Old Newbury Christmas Tree Bonfire. This year is the 6th year in which Christmas trees are collected from all the local towns which are used in the bonfire. The annual event fundraiser is a collaboration between Newbury Fire Rescue, Historic New England, and Tender Crop Farm to help fund the Newbury Fire Department. Festivities surrounding the bonfire, which takes place at Tender Cross Growing Fields on High Road, Newbury, and includes children's activities, entertainment, auctions, and raffles, a wide variety of food and drinks for sale, and tours of the 1690 Manor Home at Spencer Pierce Little Farm.
Hi, Tim Wareham, Newbury Fire Department. Thank you for joining us at the bonfire. This is our 6th annual bonfire that we've done. The proceeds go to help the Newbury Fire Department. We use it for a special equipment that perhaps the town can't afford.
So this is my 3rd year here at the Newbury bonfire. During the winter we have wreaths sponsored for the veteran graves here in town. This year we sponsored 750 wreaths, and today we're retiring them all here at the bonfire.
What's going on, guys? I'm Caleb from Raleigh. Originally went to Triton, graduated in 2008. In March of 2017, started a business with my wife, Heart Center Company. And things are just growing from there. We're just having fun, living the dream. It's good to, if you have a dream, chase it, believe me.
This is our first year being here at the bonfire.
Yeah, and we're having a blast.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Thanks for that story, Cam. Looks like you had a great time. We should definitely go to that next year.
Agreed.
Hey VTV, Tim here. Why do we send Valentines? Now that you've thought about it a bit, you can't really come up with a reason why, can you? Because most people, they just don't know why we do. Well, it all started in the Middle Ages when people would write songs to their Valentines.
I'm working on it!
But the first written one wasn't sent until the 15th century when people finally knew how to write. Now, you may see Valentine's Day as a day of love and happiness, because it is. But did you know that it has a very dark history involving Roman executions and pagan rituals? Fun fact, the church recognizes at least 3 Saint Valentines or Valentinuses, but the one we're talking about is from a legend set in 3rd century Rome. The emperor at the time, Emperor Claudius II, decided that single men were better than married men when it came to making soldiers. So, he banned the marriage of young people. Valentine, who was a priest at the time, didn't agree with this, so he started holding marriages in private. When Claudius found out, he was enraged and sentenced Valentine to death. But that's only part of the story. The other part comes from a pagan festival. This part of the story says that Valentine's Day was put in the middle of February in an attempt to Christianize the pagan festival of Lupercalia. What is Lupercalia, you may be asking? Well, it's the pagan festival of fertility. To begin the festival, members of the Luperci, a group of Roman priests, would go into the sacred cave where supposedly the infants Romulus and Remus were raised by the she-wolf. Here, the Luperci would sacrifice a goat and a dog. They sacrificed the goat for fertility and the dog for purification. They would then proceed to skin the goat and dip the skin into sacrificial blood. The Luperci would then run around the city gently slapping crops and women with the skin. The women welcomed the slaps, for they thought it made them more fertile in the upcoming year. Later in the day, the young women of the village would put their names onto little papers and put those in an urn. The bachelors of the city would then randomly select a name and be paired with this woman. This often ended in marriage.
There are papers inside, so I guess I'll just pick one. Put that down. It looks like the winner is Shannon. Good job, Shannon.
The church eventually banned Lupercalia and marked February 14th officially as Valentine's Day. But Valentine's Day wasn't associated with love for a while after that. So what caused it to be associated with love? One speculation is that it's associated with love because it's the beginning of birds' mating seasons. This supposedly started in Britain and France, but eventually spread throughout Europe and even to North America. But in the end, does its history really matter, however dark? Because at its core, Valentine's Day is a day about sending gifts, making friends, showing love, and being happy. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Well, according to a 2015 study by the National Institute of Mental Health, about 30% of girls and 20% of boys, totaling 6.3 million teens, have had an anxiety disorder of one kind or another. Experts suspect that these statistics are on the low end of what's really happening, since many people do not seek help for their anxiety.
But humans aren't the only ones who suffer from anxiety, and as we'll see in this next short film by Sam Bell, sometimes our friends can be the best therapy to help us get over our fears.
Hannah Riley and Emily Riley graduated from Triton last year. This year, the twins attended Merrimack College, where Hannah majors in communications and Emily is pursuing studies in mathematics.
While at Triton, the Riley sisters were members of our VTV crew, where they produced a number of memorable videos that were enjoyed by the Triton community and also won some regional awards.
This year, the Rileys produced another film with their college friends that caught the eye of producers at the New England Sports Network. The film will be featured on their upcoming show called Nessun Next Producer.
Hannah and Emily came back to Triton for a visit recently, and we had a chance to interview them about their exciting opportunity.
So hi guys, welcome back to Triton.
Hi, good to be back. Emily and I are going to college at Merrimack College, and at Merrimack College we're involved in our film club. I'm involved in an a cappella choir, a concert choir.
I'm on the radio, and we're thinking of doing ice skating. Not sure yet, but.
Well, we decided to do Nessun Next Producer because when we were in VTV, Mr. Lathrop showed it to the class and we were like, oh, that's cool. But then when we were in film club, a man from Nessun came and actually talked about us entering the competition, and we were like, wait a minute, we saw that in VTV, that would be cool. But
it was our first semester at college. I was a little still adjusting, so I thought it was a lot to kind of do a film, like a big film thing too on top of everything, but she kind of convinced me.
I was very optimistic, like, we have this, we can do it, and Emily was like, Hannah, we just transitioned into college, I just want to get to my classes.
We could make any video about sports. It had to be
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes. It could be a news package, a short film. We obviously chose a short film. We ended up filming most of the video at White Farms and on their mini golf course. Some of the shots were taken in our dorm, which is like the opening shot. The one down the hallway, that was down our dorm hall.
The actors in our film are Chris Gardella, my boyfriend, and then Nate Miller, his coworker from Cinema 95 in Salisbury. I think there were about 40 to 50 entries in the competition, and then they chose the top 12 to move on.
When our video was first chosen, we got a call from like kind of girl who runs it. Her name's Justine, and she was like, "Hey, you guys are moving on to the top 12. It's going to be on TV." And I think Hannah and I were just like, "What?" Okay. NESN actually came to our house. They filmed an interview with us, like our backstory.
When we went to NESN Studios, they asked us a lot about what our film was, what our background was with each other. A lot of people have asked us if we fight a lot and stuff because we're rooming together in college, so I think they want that cute little angle, like, but we don't fight that much.
Yeah.
So.
After we did the whole walkthrough thing, we sat down and they showed us the judges' feedback, who's Brad Falchuk and Tom Werner. They gave us feedback. Not that great of feedback.
The lady Justine who runs the competition said that the judges gave us the nicest feedback out of anyone. And then they were like, "You're charmingly youthful," and we were like, "Well, thank you."
Ours was different. It was an attempt to be funny.
It was dramatic but funny, and they called it, what did they call it? A swing and a foul tip. And I'll take that because we didn't miss it. Out of the top 12, the judges and the producer of the show, Justine, are going to choose 3 competitors to move on. And those competitors have to film a Red Sox game and then make a 60-second video about it, like a promo video type of thing for the Red Sox. And then they're going to announce who wins at the Red Sox game.
If we win the competition, we get $20,000 and an internship at NESN.
Well, if I had a job opportunity at NESN, or at least an internship, it would be great for my resume. I'm not the biggest sports fan ever, but it's still pretty cool. So we've definitely taken the skills that we've learned in VTV and brought them to college with us. I don't think we would have entered or have been in film club or anything related to video at all if you didn't come up to us and say, "Oh, I put you in VTV," and we just went with it. So. The season premiere of NESN Next Producer is on February 17th, but our video will be shown on February 24th at 4 o'clock. So the fan voting has already started and you can vote for our video.
To vote for our video, you go on nessunnext.com. You can click the top 12 and our video is One Last Putt. When you vote for it, you can vote multiple times but on different devices, so like once per computer or phone.
Help choose the next generation of New England filmmakers. Go to NessunNext.com, watch the films, vote for your favorite. The search for tomorrow's filmmakers is on Nessun Next Producer.
And now, without further ado, we'd like to show you One Last Putt, created by Hannah and Emily Riley, and starring another 2017 Triton grad, Chris Gardella.
Enjoy!
Hi there! Didn't expect to see you there. My name's Emily Riley.
And I'm Hannah Riley.
And our video, One Last Putt, tells the story of Nate, who, after a brutal loss, overcomes his fear of competition.
We hope you enjoy.
Hello?
Haven't heard your voice since your loss in '09.
Chris?
How about another friendly competition to redeem yourself?
No.
5 o'clock on Tuesday.
I can't do this thing.
Same place as last time. See you then.
I can't do this.
Didn't think you'd show up.
You thought wrong.
Shall we?
We shall.
Yeah! Out of my way.
Last hole.
Don't choke. Hole in one, Nate. You're up.
I can do this. do this. Now, my friends, is when I doubted myself, but I won the competition.
His movie ended over an hour ago. Why was he just sitting here talking to himself?
That was cool. Great job, ladies.
If you'd like to help the twins move on in the NESN Next Producer competition, please go to this website and vote.
Don't forget, you can vote multiple times from different devices. And if the Rileys win the fan vote, they will earn $1,000.
That would help pay for a lot of college textbooks.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you again next week on VTV. Was I energetic enough?
Yes, you were good.
Yes! 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 Some become fuel, burned up in waste to energy. Plants. Bonnie, scroll faster.
It's not me. They can't read.
Right. Are we done? Is there more?
Nope, there's more.
Bloody hell.
If you'd like to help the twins move on in the next... Yep. If you'd like to help the twins move on in the next... Please go to...
No.
That website. That one.
Right. Stop being lifeless.
You should keep that in.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you again next week.
Really?
We should have someone else do this next time.